We're following the potential for a major constitutional crisis as the GOP is calling on Texas to openly defy the United States Supreme Court. Governor Greg Abbott vowing to ignore the high court's decision allowing the Biden administration to remove razor wire installed on the southern border. The wire intended to stop migrant crossings. The Biden administration arguing that the wire actually impedes Border Patrol from doing its job. Abbott being cheered on by high-profile GOP leaders who are encouraging his unlawful defiance. He's receiving support from 25 GOP-led states. Some saying that the feud between the Texas governor and the Biden administration is turning into a constitutional crisis. Texas Congressman Chip Roy even musing about a, quote, post-constitutional world.
It is long past time for Texas to just go ahead and tell the federal government, no, I do not want to live in a post-constitutional world. But this court is pushing our hand, and the court needs to know that.
This is coming from the so-called Law and Order Party. Chip Roy followed up those remarks on Fox News, encouraging other Republican governors to defy the Supreme Court and to defy federal law.
I'm glad there are Republican governors around the nation that are saying we stand with Greg Abbott in Texas. But OK, now what? Do you really stand with us? Are you sending the National Guard? Are you going to tell President Biden to pound sand that we're not going to follow whatever nonsense he's trying to force upon the people?
So we've seen firsthand what happens when Republicans encourage this kind of flagrant disregard for the law. Donald Trump's determination to unlawfully subvert the peaceful transfer of power already led to an attempted coup on January 6th, for which he is now facing criminal charges for his involvement. And he has only escalated his rhetoric since then, giving glimpses of what he promises will be an authoritarian second term.
You are promising America tonight you would never abuse power as retribution against anybody.
Except for day one.
Except
Look,
for?
he's going crazy. Except for day one.
I said I want to be a dictator for one day.
Sean, I only want to be a dictator for one day. It's nice to have a strong man running your country.
Joining me now is Michael Beschloss, NBC News presidential historian. Michael, we're always having these huge conversations, and yet the moment deserves it, does it not? Because now we see somebody like Greg Abbott, big state, Texas, Governor Greg Abbott. He's always been a loud instigator, but now he's using his position as governor to openly flout federal authority. In your opinion, has this border issue now reached the level of a constitutional crisis?
Not yet, but it has happened in the past. And I'm not saying that we're on the verge of a civil war like 1861, but what was happening in 1861 was that Southern governors and Southern officials were saying, we Southern states have to withdraw from the United States because we disagree about this issue of slavery. And Abraham Lincoln, the incoming president, said, you can't do that because that's against the Constitution. We wound up fighting a war for 4 years. That's not going to happen this time. May God forbid that that should ever happen. But maybe the tighter parallel is the civil rights era of the 1950s and the 1960s. 1964, the Supreme Court said that segregated schools in America can never be equal. They're inherently unequal, so there has to be racial integration. And to stop that, a lot of officials and a lot of mainly Southern states, especially Virginia, said, we're going to have massive resistance to the Supreme Court and the federal government. We're going to pass a lot of state laws that defy federal power, and we'll even do other things. There will be riots against people who are trying to integrate schools. The violence will get to be so great that Americans will not be able to carry out the Supreme Court's order. And in 1957, Dwight Eisenhower would send in the Army to integrate the high school in Little Rock. 1963, John Kennedy federalized the National Guard in Alabama to integrate the University of Alabama. Again, those were not Civil War conditions, but these are really bad omens.
And Michael, though, the problem that I see among several is the fact that this is not just rhetoric that we're hearing from Greg Abbott. We're seeing him have people in law enforcement capacities openly defy what the United States Supreme Court has told them to do. Right. And now we have Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who on prior occasions has sent the Florida National Guard to assist Greg Abbott. He is going to be doing it again. There is action that's being taken to openly flout federal law. Putting aside the hypocrisy, though, like cherry picking the decisions and the opinions you want to have from your Supreme Court, the ones that you think help you if you are a Republican governor. Right. How is there a cessation to this? How do you actually pump the brakes and make sure that there's compliance on the part of these Republican governors?
Well, our Constitution, as you well know, is based on a tension between states' rights and federal rights. But the times that have been dangerous for our democracy have been when local officials and state officials carry it on too far. And the other thing, you and I, Katie, often ask of history, what's unusual about the moment that we're living in, as you said earlier, 2024? What's unusual is that for the first time in all of American history, you've got a likely nominee, Donald Trump, of one of the two major parties, who has said, if I'm president, I'm going to be a dictator. I might suspend the Constitution, and who in the past has incited and encouraged violence to achieve his aims, and has actually suggested that if there's a Biden victory this fall, perhaps people should go into the streets. This is a situation that we have not had before, and it's dangerous.